Hi, I'm Kate Knutson, Professor of Political Science and Director of the First Term Seminar Program. Working one-on-one in advising meetings with students as they consider new ideas, explore new opportunities, become stronger thinkers, writers, and speakers, discover their passions, and develop into caring, compassionate, and thoughtful members of our community is one of my favorite parts of the job. It's rewarding to see them mature and to hand them their diplomas at graduation. Don't get me wrong, not all of the students I've worked with have been easy cases. Some have sucked up considerable time and energy. And for those who graduate, it feels like a miracle to see them walk across the stage. Most of us at Gustavus take pride in our faculty-based advising system, and for good reason. We're distinctive in that at Gustavus, students work with faculty advisors from the moment they register for classes in the summer, and until we hand them that diploma on their way off the hill. There are a lot of positive results that come from this model. Students and faculty develop close mentoring relationships. Students feel cared for and supportive, and it's certainly rewarding to us. But there are also challenges that come with a decentralized system like ours. Several years ago, the faculty's Academic Operations Committee convened a task force to examine our advising system. I was part of that task force along with other faculty, staff, administrators, and students. We looked at feedback from faculty and from students, and we studied best practices at other institutions. We asked the faculty what works and what is challenging when it comes to advising. In the end, the task force presented the AOC with information about the strengths and weaknesses of our current system, and we made some recommendations for improvement. Here are a few of the observations we made after hearing from faculty and students. We noticed that advisors didn't have a systematic way of keeping track of information from their advising meetings with students, and we didn't have a way of passing information on to a new advisor if a student declared a new major. We found out that advisors don't always know where to send students for help, and many of them felt really confused about what the resources were and where they should be sending students. And we recognized that faculty, and the college as a whole, don't have a shared understanding of the role that advisors are supposed to play. At the same time of our conversations on the AOC, there were other conversations happening around campus. One set of conversations was focused on retention and providing effective support to historically underrepresented groups. This group of people realized that we didn't have much systematic information that could help us identify or address problematic patterns. Another set of conversations that was happening was focused more generally on the role of advising and helping students connect their dreams and their passions to their academic work. This group noticed that we didn't offer much support to help faculty engage in these kinds of conversations about purpose and connect students to the resources that they need. In the end, the AOC convened task force made a number of recommendations to improve our already strong advising system. In talking through these recommendations, we realized that one in particular, the adoption of a college-wide electronic advising tool, could also help address some of the challenges raised in those other discussions about retention and support and about purposeful advising. After some research, the college brought 2 vendors to campus to preview their products for us. Faculty and administrators from GTS, from the Center for Academic Resources and Enhancement, and from the Financial Aid Office all attended these presentations and overwhelmingly voiced support for a program called Starfish. The college purchased Starfish in the spring of 2017, and a team of people spent the summer customizing the program for our campus. The college's adoption of Starfish brings with it some changes to the faculty advising process, making many tasks like scheduling advising appointments, recording notes about advising meetings, sharing those notes with other people who need them, making referrals to campus offices, and raising alerts for students of concern much easier. Starfish will make it harder for students to fall through the cracks and easier for us to get students connected to the resources they need. Starfish will also allow the institution to better track information and identify problematic patterns that will help us support and retain students. One of the biggest changes resulting from Starfish is that faculty advisors will now have more information to work with when advising students. Advisors will see academic alerts raised by professors, which will allow us to have conversations with our advisees before major problems develop. All in all, Starfish gives us a tool to do many of the things that we already do more efficiently, more effectively, and more systematically. As with all new technologies, it will take some getting used to, but you'll have lots of support as we make this change.